Israeli military fires up these flares, get a good vantage point, get their sights trained, fixed on a location, and then you start hearing the artillery.
Guys, that's not my camera flaring. That's their shit
from
flaring.
The Hamas ground forces.
I don't know if he got like a mag light or something out there spotting some shit.
105 millimeter cannon fire, 155 millimeter howitzer, heavy artillery, which has a range of up to, I believe, probably about 4 or 5 miles.
The ground, man, I try to tell y'all guys, the ground invasion is coming. The ground invasion is coming. They're breaking the border, man. What do you think I've been watching?
Pretty far range.
I stopped watching TV to watch the invasions.
This location would be about that.
The pretense to the invasions, man. You think I'm crazy or something?
Border, maybe 4.5 miles from the Israel Gaza border to the east.
My damn sister's a doctor, dude. What the hell?
This is now the 4th or 5th
I just didn't go to fucking school because I'm a stoner.
And that area,
I don't give a shit.
The area where these are dropping is an area that's been hit hard by Israeli airstrikes over the last few days. There's been a lot of rocket launches coming out of there as well. I'm not going to say specifically where.
See, this is how you cover some shit. The video that I recorded before, that is not covering anything. That's talking a bunch of bullshit, not looking at nothing. With the shit in the background, like I told you, if they just letting you look at it, that's mind control. If they're narrating through it like this,
there with those flares and hone in and target that area.
They're trying to teach you something. They're trying to show you something.
Probably a couple hundred yards to us. So I'm kind of kneeling down here because we are on the balcony here, just kind of looking out.
Honestly, that man need to get his ass on a plane and get the hell back to the United States, cause that shit ain't gonna be no good.
So there's been a lot of fire, and this has been happening again, intensifying over the last hour and a half, 2 hours, Shepard. I'm going to kind of get up here.
Are you too close, John?
I told you. Shit, John might be getting killed on the news, nigga. What?
You see, that was a heavy explosion.
Ooh, John, you better get the fuck out of there, son.
That's probably maybe a mile and a half.
What?
Maybe about a mile and a half. Alright, let me put this down.
Zoom in there for us, John.
I'm just waiting for artillery fire.
With that big ass mushroom cloud.
On those flares going up. I mean, that is literally right up the street from us. That's where we were earlier today. We were driving all through the area. Okay, more cannon fire offshore. It's more cannon fire offshore. You can hear the concussion. You hear the cannon fire, you hear the echo, then you hear the strikes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another explosion. All that's coming from the east. Those sounds are coming. The cannon fire came from the west behind the camera offshore. You're looking from the camera's vantage point, you're looking to the east. More cannon fire. There's another. So they're hitting.
Why is this shit flaring so bad?
They have to be hitting. I'm just trying to figure out. They've got to be hitting a target to the northeast and to the east, where we've seen a lot of hits. Just trying to get a fix on where I'm hearing. So cannon fire coming offshore, targeting a location to the northeast of us. We're in Gaza City, so that'd be northern Gaza. Just had several flares come within about 300 yards of our location to the west. So really, Shep, I'm just kind of keeping it. Give me the mic. I'm just keeping an eye out. I want to make sure that we are not going to be put in a position where if there is heavy artillery fire, if we have to scramble inside, we can get inside very quick. And again, this area, our location here in Gaza City on the coast, has really been a high target area. There's been, even, as I said, about 20 minutes ago, there were rockets launched from this area. So this has been a high target area in East Gaza. We hear that they're really hitting East Gaza in the area of Wafa Hospital, again, a location we visited that was hit by artillery fire yesterday. And even while we were there, Shepard, it got dangerous. We packed up and got out of there quick because we heard a lot of rocket fire and a lot of incoming strikes. That's East Gaza. So that area is probably getting hit hard right now.
Yo, them flares that they shooting out there is making my camera flare.
But
sorry, this shit might be crappy footage, but it looks exactly how they got it on,
that's where those
Fox.
Troops have been amassed over the border. And we don't have any read on the movement right now. If they are going into that no man's land you talked about, Shepard, if they're going into that open area, if they're pushing in at this point, and exactly what the first contingent will be, what the force, what the ground troop, what the actual number of infantry and heavy artillery going in is going to be. I don't have a number on that, but Hamas released a statement saying that Israel will pay for this. I'm paraphrasing.
John Huddy, who's live with us. John, don't move. Updating viewers who are just joining us, Israel has launched a ground invasion of Gaza. It began at 10:30 local time in Gaza, so just about, I don't know, approaching an hour and a half ago now. And John Huddy is giving us a view like you won't see on any channel in this world.
What I tell you?
I'm watching all of them.
What I tell you, son? I know Fox is watching all the channels.
We know that some 50,000 ground troops were amassed. We know that Israel is invading by land, sea, and air.
Yep.
We know that their goal is to knock out these tunnels that they say the Hamas and its fighters are using to launch rockets and to move over into Israeli territory. We know the Israelis claim that they tried a small-scale invasion of Israel this morning through one of those tunnels, and we saw video of the Israeli Defense Forces blowing those, as they put it, terrorists up. Now John Huddy is watching as the moon rises over the Gaza and the invasion begins. John, pardon the interruption. Back to you.
That's okay. That's okay. We're just kind of keeping our eyes and ears open here. You know, Shepard, we're going into day 11 on the ground here.